So I'm going to cover a few things in this video. I think I know what the thumbnail is going to be, so yes, I've made a couple of mistakes. One of which pretty costly, the second one not quite so costly, but a mistake that could be easily avoided. So obviously everybody makes mistakes, and if you're a reseller you may well have made both of these mistakes before. I certainly have, which is not great, because you kind of think you got to learn from these mistakes, but you know, they would happen a lot more. Ordinarily these things wouldn't happen, so it's about making sure that you cut these mistakes out as much as you can, and eliminate those kind of things. But we all make them, so I'll share them with you, so fingers crossed it'll be something that you can keep an eye on a bit going forward. But I've also been to some charity shops and picked some stuff up, so I'm going to share that. And then there's just a couple of other little things that I've got that I just wanted to share as well. So in regards to charity shops, I think I probably am going to be able to get out and do some days of kind of sourcing in terms of the videos that I was doing previously. But at the moment we're down to a one vehicle household. We have 4 children who attend 3 different schools. So yeah, sometimes it can be quite difficult running with just one car. As you can imagine, we have school runs to do to 2 different schools. So my eldest daughter, she attends a special school, which if you think we live here, that school is here, back home again. My son's school is here. So there's absolutely no way of getting them to the same school, to different schools at the same time. So we have to use the one car, which means at the moment my son's going into like breakfast club. I'm getting back and we're taking my daughter. And then luckily she does finish early. So my wife is able to go and grab her. I get back and go and get my son. But it means that having one car makes it difficult for me to be out all day. So at the moment I've been very strategically sourcing. Like a little bit after school, a little bit on certain times in the day where I know I can go and do bits and pieces, but ultimately it means my full day sourcing at the moment is kind of not happening. So I've got to be strategic, got to plan it well, but it's been going okay. But you know, another vehicle is in the pipeline. The vehicle I had went in for MOT in December, it failed, and it was just going to cost too much to repair it, so decided to scrap that. And actually, I don't know if anyone has ever scrapped a vehicle before, but just a kind of little word of wisdom here. You know, you get compare your insurance when you sell your phone, you can do the compare websites, all that kind of stuff. One exists for scrapping your car as well, so I filled it all in there and I got a quote for £60. And I thought, nah, that doesn't sound very good. So I just typed in my town and scrap a car, and it came up with a few, and one of them I recognised. I thought, you know what, I'm pretty sure I've seen those vans doing the rounds. Popped it in there and they offered me £285, I think it was. I thought, you know, that sounds a bit more like it. Almost sounded a bit too good to be true. A failed MOT vehicle that I probably would have struggled to get, you know, £300–400 for, with an MOT. Like, it was a 19-year-old Citroen Zara Picasso, lovely car, brilliant car, served me extremely well, but ultimately not worth a great deal. And yeah, they came and picked it up, stuck it on the thing, filled out the form with him. Very next day the money was in my bank account. So absolutely fantastic service. So I would recommend, if you're ever scrapping a vehicle, yeah, have a little look around and maybe go for one of your local ones and see what they can offer. So that was cool. But yeah, like I say, down to one vehicle at the moment. Plans in line to be getting another vehicle, having a little look around, see which angle we're going to go. Could it be a van? Could it be another car? Who knows? But anyway, we move on. So let's have a little look at some of the things I picked up in the charity shop. Let's go over there. So still very much in the process of kind of sorting this area out. You know, I've got a lot of stuff off these racks now. These racks are going to go over to the unit. All the clothes are now gone, so I've been slowly putting stuff into these. I've moved the books over to here, but you know, I think I might start storing the cardboard over in the unit as well, because I don't really need it, and it is only around the corner. If I do desperately need it, I can get some more stuff on them shelves then, and then I will be able to just use, so this 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that over into the unit as well. That's kind of like my filing and accounts and all that kind of jazz. And then I'm going to extend these shelves out, so we've got a bit more reach on the top for more lamps and tool things. and then a few more shelves here just for more storage, and still down here will probably be like a goods in area, which I'm slowly getting down. I found a few things when sorting out that just have fallen off the store, so not that I think these Q magazines are going to be worth a great deal, but yeah, always important to double check if you think things might have fallen off the shop. But let's have a look at some of the things I've got in the charity shop. So this one just was sitting there, so I picked this one up here, look, £5. I've tested it, it is working. It had some random story CD in there, Puffin Sleepy Tales. But yeah, they sell really well, probably like 25-30 quid, but from a fiver, with the speed at which they sell, that's well worth a pickup. So that was a nice find. We've got the Harry Potter trilogy, so quite an early one. The hardbacks there, that's the first 3 books in hardback there. That was what, £3, and I think they sell for about 30-35 in that condition. They're quite early, and obviously it's not always easy to find, especially the Philosopher's Stone in hardback. So it's not the real first edition, but it is a first edition in regards when they came out as a trilogy like this. Found this scarf, £1.50. I always take a look at paisley print just because it sells quite well anyway. But where is the label? Where was it? There is a label here somewhere. I'm sure there was a label. Where's it gone? There we go. It is a Turntable scarf. So made in England, wash as silk. Does that mean it isn't silk? Not sure. Wash as silk, but yeah, Turntable, however you say that. It's I think they kind of, what is it, like dressing gowns and kind of gowns and things, which is maybe their go-to, and cardigans and stuff. But yeah, that's a nice scarf there. £1.50. Got to be looking about 20-25 quid on that, haven't you? Picked up this one. Now I think this might be hand knitted. I don't know. There's no label in it at all. Doesn't even show signs of previously having a label. But I just thought, kind of a, what do you call that, crochet style there, a bit different with the old tie up and collar in the middle. It was £4.25, so I think we will do all right on that. If I find anything similar, I'll pop it up on a screenshot now, but I didn't actually look that up at all. And in the same shop, these kind of stood out to me on the rail. So like a kind of like utility cargo type trouser. I actually looked at the price first, £5.25, and I thought, do you know what? Because I actually had a comment on one of my videos recently. I think it was Aaron Sage, I think, off the top of my head. Pretty sure I've seen you, Aaron, in the Facebook groups, but never really chatted. But yeah, appreciate you watching and leaving some comments. And these are the 5.11 tactical series trousers in each, which, actually I should actually mention what he said, shouldn't I? Which was that each is a very expensive shop, which it is. They do price their things up, but they have some nice stuff, but they do certainly ask decent prices for it. But these are £5.25. I think they could be like a £30-35 pair of trousers, so that was a nice find in there. A couple of bits in that shop. And then we went over to the pound clearance shop, and I found this. I think I actually I took a photo, so I'll take a photo of it on the rail. But I think this is the Royal Tanks Corps. Obviously like suit, tuxedo style thing. Really nice buttons on it. I don't know a great deal about army or military wear, so excuse me if I'm completely off, but yeah, I think it's Royal Tanks from the little research I did. Yeah, really nice condition, and obviously £1 each, so that cost me £2. And from seeing similars, you know, could be looking at maybe £50-60 on that, so that was quite a nice find. This was nice. House of Brewer. I have sold some House of Brewer stuff before. This is a ladies waistcoat, obviously with the tartan print. Really nice colours. Size 12, and that was £4.99. So again, this shop also tends to price things up quite a bit. So that was nice to find that in there at £4.99. Should be seeing maybe 30-35 for that. And what was this one? What have we got here? Oh yeah, this was a dress. Let me see, where did I put the hanger? Let's see if I can get this on a hanger, and then it'll probably show it off a little bit better. You know what, I've just realised I'm holding a this is actually on a tripod, and I'm not even using it as a tripod. Look, if I put it here, might be able to see me a bit better as I'm putting this up, might work. There we go. Now I can put this on a hanger and show you a bit better. But this is, oh my god, that's gone down the wrong bit. This is a Peter Barron dress, which meant nothing to me, but could see by the look of it that it was pretty, got a bit of age to it. Peter Barron London. Put you back up again now. Move you back around like that. There we go. So yeah, Peter Barron London. Nice gold buttons to it, size 18. And yeah, just a kind of vintage dress. I don't know much about dresses, let's face it, but this stood out. I didn't even look at the, oh there you go, snipped off, so can't tell, but I think it might be linen. I don't know, but I think it may be. But everything in this shop, I think I might have taken a photo of the price list, or if I did I'll pop it up now, but I'm pretty sure that was £4. Yeah, I think it was 4. I think dresses are 4, maybe 3. But in the same shop I got that. I got a suit, which again I think I might have taken a photo of, so I will pop it up if I did. So I won't bother with the trousers, but there are the trousers. And here you can just go on the same hanger, we don't need to mess about. Let's not mess about taking it off, let's just put this on the same hanger. And there we go. So looking quite quality. And if we look inside, this is Stanley Lay Legal Outfitters, Temple Bar House, Fleet Street. Obviously no date, no name. I'm not sure if that would indicate that it hasn't been worn, but it is in very, very nice condition. Alfred Brown, woven in Yorkshire. But yeah, really, really quality wool suit. And that was, I'll say, trousers to match, that was £6. Mixed on the prices when it comes to the solds. I'll pop a few bits up, but yeah, I think we might be able to do quite nicely on that. And then the same shop again, had quite a bit of luck in this shop. We got not one lovely print James Mead shirt blouse type thing, size 16. Not two lovely James Mead print shirts, size 16, but 3 James Mead shirts. Now, people on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, may remember I picked up a big lot of James Mead shirts at auction probably a year or two ago. Sold pretty much every single one for anywhere between 30 and 35, but the vast majority went for 35. I think I had about 16 of them. These cost me £2 each, if I remember rightly. It's the wrong receipt. Here we go, here's the receipt. So the receipt was £6 for the suit, £3, £3, £3 for the shirt, £4 for the dress. So £19 in total for that lot, which I think is a pretty nice little haul. But yeah, I think they were all the bits that I found the past couple of days on the charity shops. But yeah, some nice bits found. Now I've also finally got round to having a look into these Lego minifigures. I can't remember if I actually spoke about these on a video or not. I put it on Instagram saying, you know, what would be the recommendation? I've got a lot of minifigures, what shall I do with them? And you know, the resounding comeback was, you've got to sort for them, see what's in there. These are the full figures that I've got no bits missing or anything like that, which are not really worth selling individually, so there'll be a big bundle. These have all got a head missing or an arm missing, or something going on, so they need a bit more work. And these ones, just some of them just carry unbelievable value. Honestly, can't quite believe it. Like, I think she's about 20 to 30 quid. This one, I think it's like £60 or something, 50, 60, maybe 40, I can't remember now, but a lot of money just for that. This one, if I can find the hair that goes with it, that's another 40, 50 quid. This one is missing a helmet, but if the helmet can be found, again, like 40, 50, I think that's 20, 30. These are like 20, 30. Unbelievable. So there could be, just in these figures here, you know, £200 plus maybe, if not pushing 300 quid's worth of little pieces of plastic, which blows my mind. And when I asked at the time, I had one of these in a red Hulk. I think that sold for £35, and that was the one that someone had seen in the bundle, or many people actually on Instagram had seen in the bundle message and said, look, you've got him in red, he is at least worth selling on his own. This is missing one of these, and he has a little backpack that they go into, so I've just got to look through these boxes basically and try and locate them. But yeah, if you find minifigures, it is well worth looking in and seeing what you have got in the big bundles. Right then, hopefully not too many continuity errors to this video, because it is now 2 days later than when I recorded the first half, because I can't remember, something happened. I was recording a video and I had to go and do something else, and I haven't been able to get back to it, but I am back to it now, and we will start to talk about what actually I believe I am going to title this thumbnail and video with, which is in regards to mistakes, like making mistakes. And obviously they're always going to happen, you're always going to make mistakes, but you should really learn from them. But obviously complacency can kick in, which it has done on these 2 occasions, so just thought I'd share them, so hopefully they'll stick in your mind going forward. Now, I've already set this one up, so this is my first mistake. Gant Lambswool 2XL, very nice. Look at that, isn't it a beaut? I can't actually remember where I got it. I think it was at a boot sale, but obviously, yeah, I've picked it up, I've had a little look over, it looks great. Like, it didn't have a price tag, so I'm pretty sure it was a boot sale purchase. And I genuinely did this. I hung it up there, I snapped that photo of it, I snapped a closer photo here, I snapped the bottom, I did the badge, I did the label, and then I took it off, I switched the hook round, I hung it there, went to take a photo of the back. Look at that beast. Look at that. And I'm pretty sure, yep, here as well, on this elbow. So I don't know, this guy walked around on his elbows or something. But yeah, not good. So obviously when you're looking at, oh look, there you go, another one there, another 2 there. When you're looking at wall pieces, you have to be looking for this, for holes. And I've obviously picked it up, been a bit quick with it, and just looked at the front and it looked good, and yeah, I bought it. So it's, you know, not the most costly mistake, because I probably only paid 2 or 3 quid for it, but it's not something you want to be doing. But the next one is a bit more costly, so let me just get this prepared. So here we have the slightly more, well, a lot more costly mistake. I sold this part of the auction hunting series for £129. Great sale, really chuffed. It was more than what I paid for the whole lot, I think. Really nice unit. Now, I have sold more turntables than I can remember. Like, I sell them all the time, and with a turntable, like with a lot of things, inside, you know, that there's a hollow in there, and there are moving parts. So obviously this is loose. This can potentially come loose with enough jiggling about to replace the or, you know, just a look underneath, and yeah, so you've got to be aware of that when packaging. So obviously I package things very well. I have very good track record of getting things to people, but with this, for some reason, because I've done it so many times, I didn't put any kind of packaging on the inside, as in here, to compress this down so it doesn't move about. So I sent it packaged up on the outside, but nothing inside, so that could move around. And yes, spin you around. It got to the customer, and they messaged me on the same day. I saw the tracking, it had been delivered. They messaged me on the same day saying it's been moving around in transit and it's come loose inside and it's hit the arm, and a little piece of black plastic is in there, and now, you know, something, I can't remember what they actually said, I forget now, but something is not operating correctly. Like when the needle goes down, I think it wouldn't play, it would just jump up and go back to the beginning again. Now, I haven't actually tested it, it's not long come back, but I have no reason to disbelieve what they're saying, because obviously they could have just returned it if they didn't want it. But yeah, I mean, and they did include the little piece of black plastic, so bear with me, I will test it, and maybe they were making it up and they've just found a little bit of black plastic, but I doubt it. It was my mistake, absolutely, most definitely my mistake. And how or why I made that mistake, I don't know, because I send these all the time, but it is extremely important that when you're sending things, you ensure that the bits inside don't jingle around and move about, and if there are moving parts inside of something, package that inside as well as the outside. It's not all about it being knocked on the outside and damaging the exterior. Got to think about that interior as well. So £129 refund I had to process. Takes a dent into my auction hunting series, obviously, so that will have to be removed from there. But yeah, a costly mistake, and one that arguably I shouldn't have made, because I should have known better. So fingers crossed this may help you or someone if you're doing a turntable, because all turntables obviously are pretty much the same. They have like a case, a cover going over them with some form of moving part in the middle, and just make sure you've got either bubble wrap or craft paper or something in there to ensure those bits don't move around. So the last bit I will share just before I end the video is the Manchester United shirt. So obviously it appeared in the previous video and I had a few comments about it, and also had a few people message me on Instagram as well as I had done the first time round, to say, what do you want for it, you know, are you listing it, how much? And with the, you know, question marks over authenticity and validity and all that kind of stuff, I didn't really know where to go with an asking price. So I am doing, as I said I was going to do, and I'm running it on auction. So it's been on auction now for a couple of days, I believe. So we're on the 19th of January now, and it's been on since the 16th of Jan at 9 o'clock. So we're approaching 3 days, aren't we? And it has got 26 watches, it's had 195 views, and it has already received 11 bids. So I started it at £9.99 plus postage, and it's currently at £20 for the shirt. So I've said Manchester United, football shirt, squad signed, Rooney scores, etc. And then inside I've just said, please make your mind up about, you know, the authenticity of it. There's no COA with it. You know, just been quite clear that I have no way to prove that these signatures are true or correct, but they look quite good, so you know, it's up to you basically. So yeah, we will see how we do on that. 3 days in, 4.5 days roughly to go at the moment, and no doubt I will let you know how that does. But yeah, so that'll be quite interesting to see how that fares, and if they pay, and if they receive it, and if they're happy. But I am going to call it a day now. That will be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Something a little bit different, a bit of all kind of a mashup in here. But yeah, let me know if you like this kind of video of just a bit of a random few bits and pieces in the garage. I did go sourcing yesterday, some of it in here, and I have done a video of that sourcing trip as well. You might have seen a few little bits on Instagram if you follow me on there as well, because I did put some on the stories. But yeah, that will be coming out next week some point, I imagine. But thank you very much for watching. Please do hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe if you want to see more reselling content going forward, and I really appreciate you watching. Thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next one.